Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Steve Markovich, and I created aerobic house cleaning a number of years ago. The first thing that I'm going to do, real simple, I do hip rotations. I usually do about 20 of these one direction, 20 of these in the other direction. The whole stretching routine could take me up to 20 minutes. Next, I'm going to do knee rotations. One of the reasons you're doing this is you're getting blood flowing to those joints, so they're not stiff, and they move more freely, and they prevent injuries. Next, I'm going to do is twists from one side to the other to loosen up my hips again. Hips are a ball and socket joint. Okay, from here, I'll spend time on loosening my arms one way and the next, over the head, and then something I like to tease my family about, you swing your arms in opposite directions. If you can swing to the side, one's going forward, one's going back, opposite directions. Another one helps you loosen the inside of your legs as well as your hamstrings, and that's by going down into a split. A lot of us can't go down to a full split, I understand that, but for those of us who want to get a more intense stretch, put your hands in front of you and twist your hips from side to side. And when you feel you're ready to move into a split, you simply lower your weight, or you take your weight off of your hands and go into a split. Turn to the other side, and then you drop your weight onto your hips and move your body forward. That's essentially the entire stretching routine that I use. It just takes me a little bit longer because I'm only doing it here for demonstration purposes. Okay, let's talk dusting. I know most people think I'm not going to get any type of exercise from dusting, but that's not really true. You can get a great workout for your quads, for your glutes, and for your upper body by dusting. It just depends on how you approach it. First thing, instead of just using one arm and doing it this way, consider this. Spread your legs apart, put pressure on your dust cloth, and move from side to side, because then you're going to work your quads, your backside, and your upper body, your triceps, your deltoids, your laterals, and your pecs. Now, considering how many surfaces you have in your home you can dust, combining that with maybe doing the mirrors and the windows is going to give you one heck of a good workout. Once again, it's up to you and it's up to your attitude. Now, let's move on to the next event. Okay, let's talk about windows and mirrors. People wonder, how could you possibly get any kind of exercise cleaning a window or a mirror? Simple. Instead of just wiping it down the easy way using one hand, consider using squats and side-to-side motions. Up and down, up and down, or side to side, using your laterals and your gut and your quads. May not seem like much, but think about how many windows and mirrors you have in your house. Just doing the windows and mirrors alone could be a workout in itself. Think about it. Now, let's go on to the next one. Now we're going to talk about, and I'm going to demonstrate how you can get a light, medium, or intense workout by using the vacuum cleaner. Some of the easiest things that people know of is the lunge, where you step forward one leg, vacuum, and then the other leg. Now, maybe not seem that like much, but when you do your entire house with this, it's a good workout. A medium exercise with this could be a hip twist, where you're twisting from one side to the other. And working the midsection. An intense one, and I call this a side to side, and it's pretty advanced, but if you're loose in your limber and you can do it, go for it. It's where you squat down and you shift your weight from one side to the other, move forward, almost like a crouch walk. Now, it takes me about 25 minutes to vacuum my entire house, And just my vacuuming alone could be an entire workout. I don't need anything else. Now I'm going to do the bedrooms. And most importantly, I'm going to clean under the bed. Because under the bed, if it's not clean, it's a house that doesn't feel clean. Two ways that I do this. One is by using squats. It works my calves out. At the same time, get a great workout. Get under the bed nice and clean. Another movement that I use to clean under the beds, something called the side-to-side motions, where I'm working my hips and my quads and my calves at the same time that I'm cleaning under the bed. Real simple movement, not rocket science. And considering that I've got 4 bedrooms in this house, just doing that alone is a pretty good workout. We just got through warming up. Muscles are limber, blood's flowing, joints are limber. You've got to loosen up to avoid injury. First thing, just like we did during the aerobic house cleaning part, knees in a circle, real simple. Both sides. I do about 20, 25 each way, depending on my mood and how I feel. Same thing with the hips. Hip rotations. Little circles, big circles. Then back the opposite way. My whole stretching routine will take about, depending on the day, between 5, 10, 15 minutes. But you want to get limber. Okay, arms. Pull one arm across your body and hold it for about a 5 count. Same thing with the other arm. Again, only do it enough so that you could feel a little bit of a stretch, but not pain. Over the head. Stretching all down the side. Then on the opposite side. Same thing. Now, back to the floor. You'll be doing your hips. So what I'm doing is I'm going to spread my legs a little bit, and I'm moving side to side, and I'm loosening up my hips, and I'm going lower and lower to the floor. If you remember, this is the side to side routine that we used while we were cleaning the floor, mopping the floor, and vacuuming. It's the same thing here. What that's doing is your hips are a ball and socket joint, and it's rotating them. Okay, now, this is a little bit more advanced, but we're going to go into the splits. And what I'm going to do, maybe I should go sideways, kick off my shoes so that my feet slide. When going into the splits, because they are an advanced exercise or advanced stretching, some people may only get this high. Turn your hips from side to side. Get them nice and loose. And if this is as far down as you can go, that's great. For those of us who are very, very limber, go down as far as you can go. Turn to one side, hold it. Turn to the other side and hold it. Then lower your body into a full split. And rotate your hips through the split. And come back up. Now for your hamstrings and your calves, I'll go to the wall. Just like before that we did on that wall. 1 foot in back of you, stretching the back of your leg, your calf, your hamstring. Hold it for about a 7 count and do the other one for about a 7 count. Back again and back again. I want to demonstrate for people who hips are really tight how you can get them loose, then looser and looser. Real simple, guys. Let's say that you have a chair or stool, whatever you got in the house. These are hat boxes. Let's say I'm just starting out learning how to loosen up my hips. And I focus a lot on my hips because, as you know, as we get older, we have a tendency to get hip injuries. Okay, this is as far out as your legs can go. I'm trying to get a good angle for the cameraman. You'll just twist your hips from side to side, keeping pressure on top of the hat boxes. And why you do that is, if your legs start to hurt, and they don't feel right, remember there's a difference between pain and injury. You put pressure on the hat box or your chair and push yourself up. Now, if you're a little more limber, you can go down farther. You get a chair that's lower, or hat boxes, or blocks of wood, whatever you want to use. Twist your hips from side to side, and keep going down lower. Now, if you're really limber, and I know I always say it, it's not rocket science. You put pressure on the hat box or your chair and go down as low as you can go, into one split, goes down as low as you can go on the other side. Then you go down to what's called the Chinese split. Legs straight out, move forward, slide it through. And one of the reasons that we spend so much time limbering, if you've ever seen the guys in the ring, the kickboxers, they're doing a lot of high kicks. Now I know that, ladies, you're not going to be in the ring, but what it does do is it works your legs a lot, gives your legs a lot of strength and mobility at the same time, and it does help prevent injuries, which is why I concentrate so much on stretching. Sometimes stretching could be 10, 15, even 20 minutes of my entire routine but again, I only do stretching, a good stretch, a real good stretch at my age, 54, once a week, whereas before I did it about 3 times a week. Something else that's important, the video doesn't cover a lot of time. People have said, why don't you do a video of you cleaning your entire house? If I did that, that could take up to, depending, with the kids coming in, having to make dinners, lunches, whatever, that could compromise an hour and a half. So what I've done is I've given you all of the different moves that you could apply into your own cleaning routine, into your own exercise routine, using the stuff in your home. And truly, you could use or just have your floors, washing your floors, be a complete workout. Vacuuming could be a complete workout. Dusting combined with mirrors, windows could be a complete workout. Again, it's all up to you. Good luck. God bless us all.